New information in a News4JAX I-Team investigation tonight. A warning about a potential environmental disaster off the coast of Atlantic Beach.
After the I-Team obtained an internal email from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission revealing that 9,300 tons of coal ash spilled into the ocean from a damaged barge, an investigative reporter from Puerto Rico contacted News4JAX about the serious health issues that he witnessed from coal ash there. A News4JAX I-Team investigator, Tarek Miner, talked with a reporter and is joining us live now with more. Tarek.
And first of all, we really need to put into perspective just how much coal ash spilled into the ocean first. 9,300 tons of this product called Agramax is equivalent to 800 standard garbage trucks of coal ash that leaked into the ocean off our coast. Puerto Rican investigative reporter Omar Alfonso reached out to us when he heard about the amount of pollution because he's witnessed the damaging effects that coal ash has had on the public in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, and he's got a warning.
The people of Atlantic Beach, the people of Jacksonville should be very concerned about this.
Investigative journalist Omar Alfonso is talking about the Bridgeport barge that was carrying 12,000 tons of a coal ash product called Agramax from Puerto Rico to Jacksonville. The barge running aground more than 2 months ago was damaged by high seas and is still sitting a mile off the beach near Hanna Park. Most of its cargo is on the bottom of the ocean.
This is just a monumental ecological disaster in the making.
An internal email obtained by the News4JAX I-Team from FWC Pollution Response Coordinator Timeen J. Rice reads in part, "It is estimated that 9,314 tons of Agramax coal ash from Puerto Rico was released from the cargo hold when the barge shifted in heavy seas on May 14th. Rice writes, the report indicates the Agramax toxicity is low in the seawater, with the primary concern being physical smothering of benthic resources. It's information FWC, the Department of Environmental Protection, and the EPA have never shared with the public or with city officials in Atlantic Beach or Jacksonville. Alfonso says the lack of transparency is alarming.
The first thing that should stop right now is to cover up. The mayor should speak about this. The Environmental Protection Agency and the Environmental Protection Office in Florida should make this information accessible to the public. And this is not happening.
Alfonso says Puerto Ricans exposed to coal ash in their groundwater has been associated with respiratory issues, birth defects, and even deaths. He points out that the coal ash is only 1 mile offshore, and a tropical disturbance of any kind could push the product up onto the beach.
That catastrophe could be translated to the shoreline at the event of a storm, rip currents, or a hurricane. Then the seabed will be translated, will be transformed, will be pushed to the shoreline. And I'm sure that the people of Atlantic Beach won't be happy when they see their beautiful coastline damaged by the coal ash.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, I did speak with the Atlantic Beach mayor. We're also getting information from the Department of Environmental Protection. The mayor's reaction when she learned just how large the spill really is. That's at 6 o'clock. Mary?